and he can't stay in that form for long. The Blizzard going to be thrown down here by AlphaYi. That's a problem as Renko gets frozen stiff and then eliminated by AlphaYi. The Justice have all the answers right now.
Yeah, the Justice are just completely in control.
Kiriko and Lucio set up for the shock. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Very different to what we've seen from a lot of teams. The Junker Queen works well against the Winston, but is it going to have that same level of effectiveness against the Ramatra? I would usually say the Ramatra is favored in this head-to-head, but there is also a unique difference in the backline. The Washington Justice playing the Ana Brig will have more healing, but the Shock have the tempo. With the Lucio Kiriko, they can hack and identify and take down anyone at a moment's notice.
Going to be a test of that cohesion for sure to make this composition work. Generally, the Ramatra rush has been considered more robust. Lumino doggedly defending Renko there, turning around and forcing Flora right away. We'll see here the proper playing. Put the low ground on the Mei here. So again, we saw proper on the Mei earlier in the series. Worked out pretty well, but hey, can't ice block when you have. Great selection of target there from Flora.
I don't like how slow the Shock are playing. They were able to push the Sombra out, but then didn't use that as an opportunity to go. If you're going to play the Lucio Kiriko, you need to be proactive. You're not going to beat the Justice playing reactive because they just have more healing and they have more damage.
We're going to see Lumino switch to Mercy here, or will it just be like an unpocketed Echo? What do you make of this switch from Proper?
Proper seems to be every time they're in a corner, he just goes Echo and hopes that he can take over this game. Without the Mercy, he's going to be less effective, but we've seen so many players be so strong with the Echo and just absolutely take over the server.
AlphaYi definitely one of them. But he won't have that luxury here. He's forced to play within the structure, but his Mei has been excellent. So many of the Justice's outings this year. The Justice get an early lead, right? They push up a lot of it off the back of picking Proper up. Now, a chance for the Shock to show what this comp is supposed to do. Get flattened by Mira, apparently.
Look at the sheer amount of distance that they were trying to cross. They even had a Kitsune rush to help them close that distance, but they didn't even really get close. It cost them everything just to trade for Teru. Mira's just the bouncer, just punching anyone who's not allowed through. And the Washington Justice might get a very quick first cap here, Mitch.
I mean, goodness, they're close with Pod's going to have to reveal himself here. He does. But translocate out there, Vortex thrown down, and that's scary prospect for Proper, surely. He has to duplicate up, and it looks like the Shock have done enough to stall this out and get moving back the other direction.
Renko has switched over to the Ana, deciding that that long-range healing might be better. They have the ultimates up, they have the EMP, they have the Echo duplicate as well. But Justice has just as many ults in their bank as well.
Teru hacked here, suffering some pressure from Probe. Proper though, have to be careful here. He's going to kill him by Renko. Looks like he's going to make the dupe here. Ramatra is in play for Proper. And Jumpin has that Rampage online. Proper hacks, but he's going to have an annihilation here in 5 seconds to make it work. He lets that one go straight away, but they lost Jumpin. Proper has to be the proxy frontliner here, and he can't stay in that form for long. The Blizzard going to be thrown down here by AlphaYi. That's a problem as Renko gets frozen stiff and then eliminated by AlphaYi. The Justice have all the answers right now.
Yeah, the Justice are just completely in control because it doesn't feel like the San Francisco Shock composition can do anything, and you're going to see Junbin agree with me because he's going to give up the Rampage to switch to Ramatra. Lumino goes over to the Brig as well, realizing what they're selling isn't working and trying to go for a more mirror composition.
Starting to see some of those cracks emerge here in the Shock's game plan. When you have a 3-0 series, you don't have to play push.
Yeah.
Now though, seeing maybe some of their weaknesses laid a little bare. We are going to see them sort of kiss the ring somewhat and play this rush style proper. Still though, adamant that the Echo is going to be the answer here. Been kind of hard to see that play out. He's going to get given a nano boost here, so this is time to put up a shot up. He is slept. Pro's going to be able to find elimination on Teru. So we take that and feel the shot. Jumpin having to fold away from Mirror right now in this annihilation, right? Annihilation. Scary prospect for Jumpin, but Mirror is under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, without the Ana, Teru going down. As much as you traded that one back, Teru just is overhealing. Mirror just can't get his health bar back up and will eventually fall. So the San Francisco Shock's finally starting to get some meterage on the board.
Duplicate here again for Proper. Last time was Ramatra, which he's done before. A lot of Echoes that we see really just going over towards the Ana because of that extra value afforded to you, plus like a free nano boost is really hard to pass up. Okay, spy checking him before. He gingerly steps around that.
Maybe not.
Looks like he really wants to make sure Proper gets affected by this, or at least Junbin.
You can. He almost makes the recognition. The backline's so far back. Maybe it's better to EMP the frontline or isolate a frontliner target, because how does anyone else on the Justice close this distance to follow up an EMP? Both teams are having this issue with their Sombras.
Listen here, like, Junbin's well and truly caught, but of course that Annihilation's still ticking, so the Justice, frustrated, have to step back. Proper goes in again, dupes a Ramattra, but my goodness, he just gets blown to smithereens. Taken out of dupe and then flattened by Mirror. And the Justice here looking really comfortable. If they can set up a situation where they can play this rush comp for the rest of this series, and the shot can't mirror it with any level of effectiveness, that's scary. Proper looks like he's allergic to playing mate. I'm not doing this. He's done with Tracer now. It's
a moral thing for Proper. He's like, I will not do this to everybody and the viewers at home. I'm going to play Tracer, I'm going to play Echo, and honestly, I respect it. But we need to see him come up clutch on this Tracer. As much as it's almost unfair what we expect from Proper, they need him to start coming alive if they're going to turn this map around.
Junbin able to shrug off the fire nade. Now in he goes. Throw some fists here, Mirror looking a little bit low. Terror.
I feel like Luke Mino has almost like a panic moment of, if I fall to this Ramattra, potentially we lose this team fight. But us as the observers have a clear-cut idea of what was going on in that team fight. Was absolutely not necessary. That could cost them as Flora and AlphaYi get closer up to ultimates. Even Mirror's Annihilation, they would love to have that rally to deal with the oppressive nature of that ultimate.
In the last 90 seconds, Scott, San Francisco have really tightened things up. Proper, the switch to Tracer could have been a difference maker. Having two support ultimates to use, yeah, probably even more so. Here's the pulse for Proper, no connect, Terry's able to dodge away from that one. The aging limbs able to carry him to safety. AlphaYi having to ice block, but look at this, it's a good play now. How do you respond to this in your San Francisco shot? Again, Junbin gets frozen solid inside that Annihilation. Oh, the timing doesn't pay off for him. But Proper's able to strike at the heart of the Justice here by eliminating Teru. And that's why the Justice don't push up any further than this.
They can't push their advantage as much as they would love to sort of force away this shock, move the bot back a little bit. They just don't have the healing. Junbin making an interesting swap over to the Doomfist. I don't know if I love this one. We know he is a good Doomfist. Maybe he sees something that I don't, but the Ramattra's going to get more neutral value, and that's just... And that's almost a statement right there, EMP.
I mean, he's not going to look good in a fight where he gets EMP'd immediately, I suppose. Bro at least is able to find Teru, so the shot get two supports to work with, and Junbin actually has to pop rally, so you're not feeling terrible about it. But sometimes we see the Doomfist switch to get back into the fight quicker. Junbin, though, must have other plans here, hoping for more from this switch, maybe hoping to just, move it around the place, make it harder for Ramattra to stand where he wants to. Look, I'll hold judgment for now. I'll withhold, my judgment on Junbin.
Yeah, I'm going to hold off. We'll see if he can get anything done. You can see the San Francisco shock. They're trying to wrap around. Even Luke Mino is causing problems. Junbin's getting low, forced to back up. But this fight is on a knife's edge. As much as the Justice feel like they've been in control, they don't have that much of an advantage. They're trying to take down Teru, but with the Doomfist, it just doesn't feel like they have as much punching power as they really need.
The Nano Tracer again, question marks, abound. Proper's able to find a couple kills late in the fight. Junbin goes into power block, able to dodge away from AlphaYi, who's been a persistent threat in this fight. Dodge those icicles, AlphaYi just too canny. Catches the Doomfist, and again, the shot gets bundled out of dodge.
Oh,
again,
wow.
really only like a meter separates these two teams, but AlphaYi Scott is he's having a game. 8-1 right now.
Yeah, he has been everywhere on this May, and the shock haven't been able to dislodge him. That kill onto Probe as well automatically flips the card back in the side of the Washington Justice, which is what they sorely needed. They're one team fight away from losing this one. 60 seconds remaining, as the announcer said.
I love the hack though on Junbin, makes it hard to punish AlphaYi. I don't think he wants to ice block in such neutral territory, but Junbin's not in a position to capitalize. Still on this Doomfist, alright. Meteor strike now. Some information. Whoa.
What? I don't think that's
I'm a little confused.
I'm getting less answers and more questions every time I watch this Doomfist. Unable to do anything. Another solo EMP from Flora onto Junbin. They know it's just a free isolation, and now they're running down the backline. 20 seconds remaining, Mitch. The shock are running out of time.
Scotty, Junbin's cooking, but I hope he keeps that spag bomb to himself, because he's not doing anything for me. I'll give you the big tip. That was questionable at best. I appreciate Junvin showing us his mechanics was sort of wrecking ball, very impressive. Yes, love that. However, you need to derive a positive result in this next team fight if you want to have a chance at ending the series here. A map 5 could be huge for the Justice, and here's that EMP. Don't put down straight away. Terry, though, has a chance to part with this nano boost after the rally, rather after the EMP expires. Justice, no.
This is going to come down to this last fight, and there is so many ultimates coming up. Justice have 4 in their bank. Drop throws a pulse bomb, does go wide, so they don't have that one anymore either. So they only have support ultimates on the side of San Francisco Shock. They need to come up with magic.
Maybe 2 fights here for the Justice, though, Scott. That checkpoint was not achieved. That's the issue. This is over. The Justice here, taking up a notch, still the Lucas for Junvin gets nano, but frozen sniff, and he'll be finished by Dilton and Co. The Washington Justice hang on, and they're starting to get a feel, a read on the Shock. We're going to map 5, folks.
I have no words.